today, okay? So I am 3 months and 2 weeks postpartum, and I usually wrap my stomach with this wrap. So I'm going to be showing you with the wrap that I use for my postpartum belly. I haven't been using it so much, but I need to go back into it. I'm going to show you. The name of it is Bangkok Wrap. Is a belly wrap. Is a Muslim wrap. It's really soft with healing, helping your stomach get back into its shape again. So I haven't been using it, so I kind of have a still stomach, if you can kind of see. I still have a little belly. I do have that static recti, which is where the muscle of your stomach is still open after giving birth. So I've been working on closing those muscles before I start working on my my workout. But I'm going to show you the wrap that I've been using. Okay, it's really good, soft with healing process, with healing your stomach and helping you close your pelvic back again. Okay, this I have mine. I have it for 2 years. This is my second pregnancy. And I use this with my daughter. So it's really, really long. They have different sizes. You could get it at Etsy. Etsy is ETSY. It goes from like $22. Some of them is a little bit more expensive. But mine, I paid probably like $26 for them when I first bought them. It's extremely long. So what you're going to do, you're going to start at the lower half of your pelvic, the lowest area that you're going to use one string. You're going to wrap it over your shoulder like this. You're going to start wrapping it from the lower half of your pelvic. And you're going to make a knot like this, if you could see. And you're going to twist it around. Every time you finish wrapping it around, you throw it back over your shoulder, whichever one you want to do, whichever one is comfortable for you. And then you're going to continue wrapping up. You want the knots to be as tight and closed in as possible. It is a tedious process, and that's why sometimes for me it kind of takes away from me doing it every morning, because I have to deal with the kids and sometimes I haven't gotten in the process. I don't know if you could kind of see the knots, like what I'm saying. If you could see my stomach, usually I could kind of readjust it where I want it lower down here and just continue at the process. You want to try to open it up as much as you can, because you want to wrap your stomach to get back, to close that stomach, that muscle. Remember, you're taking this again, you're going to wrap it around. And you can do it as tight as you want to. That's the good thing about it. It's like you determine how tight you want the wrap to be. But if you are just finished having a baby, you want it as tight because you want that muscle to close. And since I haven't been really doing it, my muscle is not closed. And I need to continue doing those exercises so I could close my stomach muscle, so you could get back the snap back like some people want. You have to close that muscle first before you can start really exercising on your stomach. When you don't do that, it takes a longer process for you to close that stomach muscle and then get back that tummy back again. I still have a little pouch. My stomach is not, that stomach muscle is not closed. And until I close that muscle, I'm not going to be able to get that, I'm not going to be able to get the stomach that I want. And when you're doing it, if you do decide to buy it, if you start seeing any gaps, you could kind of like readjust it before you continue. And the more you try to overlay the wrap, you'll be able to get the desired look that you want. And this is an old tradition. People don't practice this anymore. You don't really hear people talking about it unless you like in a natural blog or society or community. That's when you'll kind of see people speak about like this Muslim wrap, which is the old tradition. And you will go as much as you can, like all the way underneath your stomach, your breast. I ended up cutting mine because it was way too long, but I should have left it. I ended up leaving it so I could wrap my daughter the first time around, and I used the same thing for my son to wrap his stomach because he was suffering from a lot of gas, and that helps him also. So I usually do it with him also. So the excess that I used it for him to wrap his stomach. And you could use this in the daytime, in the nighttime. In the beginning, I did use it when I was sleeping, but then it got a little uncomfortable, so sometimes I have to loosen it up. Yeah, so sometimes I have to loosen it up, but I've slept with it before. You can sleep with it if you choose to, but it's a little uncomfortable for me sometimes. I don't really like to go outside if I'm going to wear a nice dress. It's hard, so that's why I tend to look for something that's a little bit more not showing them the nature of your outfit. Let me show you the back. Good back support. It gives you really, really good back support. So when you do finally get to your end, you probably get to the end like this. You're going to just wrap it and kind of tuck it in, and it stays in place. You just fold it like this and kind of tuck it in. And this helps with your postpartum belly after you have a baby. This really helps with soft healing. So if you can kind of see, good back support. And it's called a Bengkok. It's Benkung Muslim wrap. You can find it on Etsy, or if you kind of Google it, you may find different vendors that sell it. Some places sell it really expensive, $100 and something. I think Etsy was a better price, so you get some for like $23, $33. But this is really good. Good support. Get your snapback, ladies. Bye.